Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel, The Glammed Rebel. I hope everyone's having a good day. Please like, comment, and subscribe for daily updates. B&B spoilers. Ivy's pursuit of Liam triggers Hope's change of heart. Ivy's return ignites Hope's jealousy. The Liam love triangle strikes again. The bold and the beautiful never met a love triangle. They would rather not drag through the mud, rinse it off, and recycle it a million times. This time the returning player is Ivy Forrester, whose pursuit of Liam Spencer promises to trigger Hope Logan's jealousy all over again. If you thought the Hope Liam Steffi merry-go-round was nauseating enough, add Ivy to the mix and buckle in for a four-sided disaster that will put every character through the ringer. Carter Walton, unfortunately, seems destined to become collateral damage in Hope's endless indecision, while Steffi Forrester's faltering marriage to Finn Finnegan sets the stage for her inevitable return to Liam's orbit. This article takes a deep dive into everything brewing with this revived storyline. Ivy's motives, Liam's weak resistance, Hope's fickle heart, Carter's heartbreak, Steffi's looming marital implosion, and the possibility of Thomas Forrester complicating things even further. Along the way, we'll explore why this soap can't seem to resist retreading the same romantic messes, what fans are saying, and how this saga might play out in the months to come. The triangle that won't die. At this point, fans know exactly how this goes. Liam Spencer's romantic status is constantly shifting. Liam Spencer fluctuates between women based on his mood, and surprisingly, Los Angeles's most glamorous women consistently join him. Just when you think he's settled into singlehood, or at least semi-peace, the show dusts off another ex and drops her back into his life. Cue angst, tears, and Hope Logan suddenly remembering. She still wants him the second another woman expresses interest. The Ivy-Hope-Liam triangle isn't new. Years ago, Ivy and Liam shared a brief, intense connection. They had chemistry, but Liam's inability to choose between Hope and Steffi eventually drove Ivy away. Now that she's back, the writers are clearly setting up a redux, only this time with Carter and Finn caught in the blast radius. What's really happening with Ivy and Liam? Ivy Forrester's return has already been marked by sparks. Her reunion with Liam wasn't awkward or nostalgic in the safe, friendly way. It was charged. Drinks were shared, old memories rekindled, and yes, lips collided. It was short-lived thanks to Steffi's interruption, but the kiss revealed everything. Ivy still feels something for Liam, and Liam, true to form, didn't exactly resist. The rumor mill suggests Ivy's return isn't temporary. She may be sticking around Los Angeles, which means her pursuit of Liam will escalate. With Hope distracted by her relationship with Carter and Steffi drowning in her marriage problems, Ivy might see a clear path back to Liam. For a while, she could even succeed in claiming him. But Ivy should know better. Nothing with Liam stays simple for long. Hope's pattern, wanting only what she can't have. Hope Logan may claim she's evolved, but her history says otherwise. She has a consistent, predictable flaw. She doesn't truly appreciate a man until another woman shows interest. It happened with Thomas Forrester when Paris Buckingham looked his way. It happened countless times with Liam whenever Steffi was in the picture. And now, history is poised to repeat with Ivy. Hope recently rejected Liam's attempt at reconciliation, insisting she was happy moving forward with Carter. That should have been the end of it. But if Ivy starts showing up at Liam's side, flashing those Forrester charms and history-laced glances, Hope's green-eyed monster will come roaring out. Suddenly Liam will become irresistible again, not because Hope actually wants him, but because the idea of losing him to Ivy scratches at her pride. Such behavior isn't love. It's ego, insecurity, and habit. And yet, the show loves to portray Hope's waffling as tortured romance. Meanwhile, Carter wonders why he ever believed he could be more than a stopover on Hope's journey back to Liam. Carter Walton, the perennial consolation prize. Carter Walton deserves a medal for patience. He's a solid, kind, dependable man who consistently gets shoved into half-baked romances that implode the second an ex-lover comes knocking. His track record speaks volumes. Quinn Fuller abandoned him when her marriage beckoned, while Katie Logan nurtured him but never fully committed to him. Now, Hope Logan appears poised to become yet another statistic. Reports suggest Carter recently tried to sweep Hope away on a surprise elopement, only for Ridge Forrester to interrupt the plan. That moment was telling. Hope wasn't all in. Otherwise, nothing Ridge said would have mattered. Carter is chasing stability with a woman who thrives on chaos, and the heartbreak feels inevitable. The tragic irony is that Carter would actually be the healthiest choice for Hope. He doesn't play games, he doesn't waffle, and he doesn't triangulate. However, in the realm of daytime drama, being healthy is not a selling point, and it is likely that Carter will be overlooked as Hope quickly returns to Liam once Ivy asserts her claim. Steffi Forrester, a marriage in peril. While Ivy and Hope tangle over Liam, Steffi Forrester's world is crumbling thanks to her marriage with Finn. The Luna Nozawa scandal, combined with Sheila Carter's toxic presence and Lee Finnegan's manipulations, has strained Steffi and Finn's bond almost to breaking. It's only a matter of time before Steffi feels betrayed, abandoned, or simply fed up enough to turn to a familiar source of comfort, Liam Spencer. Steffi has always had a complicated love story with Liam. He was the ultimate passion of her life, the father of her daughter Kelly, and the man she's run to whenever her current relationship falters. As soon as cracks appear in her marriage to Finn, Steffi's old instincts will resurface. And what if Liam is newly caught between Ivy and Hope? All the better for the drama. This means the so-called triangle could rapidly become a square. Hope, Liam, Ivy, and Steffi all circling each other like moths around a very dim flame. Where does Thomas Forrester fit in? Let's not forget Thomas Forrester, who has recently returned to Los Angeles. His feelings for Hope have supposedly been resolved, but history suggests otherwise. If Hope finds herself dumped by Carter, rejected by Liam, or outmaneuvered by Ivy, Thomas could suddenly look like the perfect fallback. Hope has a history of ricocheting between exes like a pinball, and Thomas is right back in play. Thomas, of course, deserves better than being Hope's rebound of convenience. But much like Carter, he spent years pining after her in one way or another. The chance of him resisting if she comes knocking again? Slim. The situation sets up the possibility of an even bigger polygon. Liam, Hope, Ivy, Steffi, and Thomas all tangled in a web of recycled heartache. The writer's obsession with the same story. Fans are groaning, and for good reason. The Liam-Hope-Steffi triangle has been milked for over a decade. Adding Ivy back into the mix is an innovation. It's a lazy variation on the same theme. This is how the cycle unfolds. 1. Liam is with one woman, but feels conflicted. 2. An ex returns or an old flame reignites. 3. Hope becomes jealous and reconsiders her choices. 4. Steffi's relationship collapses, and she re-enters the equation. 5. Everyone is miserable, no one finds happiness, and the audience is forced to relive the same merry-go-round. It's the soap opera equivalent of reheating leftovers until the flavor is gone. And yet, the show keeps doing it because, as frustrating as it is, it still generates discussion, speculation, and ratings. Possible future scenarios. Based on current spoilers and the show's track record, several outcomes feel inevitable. Scenario 1. Hope dumps Carter for Liam, too late. Hope panics when she sees Ivy getting close to Liam, dumps Carter, and declares her love for Liam again. But by then, Liam may have already reconnected with Ivy, leaving Hope furious and heartbroken. Scenario 2. Ivy wins temporarily, Steffi returns. Ivy and Liam rekindle their romance. Hope sulks and schemes. Steffi's marriage implodes, and she swoops in, making Ivy's victory short-lived. Scenario 3. Carter moves on to someone new. Carter, tired of being the consolation prize, finds a new love interest who actually values him. By the time Hope regrets losing him, it's too late. Scenario 4. Thomas becomes the wild card. If Hope loses both Carter and Liam, she may fall back into Thomas's arms, creating a new layer of complications for the Forrester family. Regardless of the outcome, it's certain that no one will emerge unscathed. And isn't that the point? Why this storyline still matters. Despite the recycled nature of the Liam-centered drama, it continues to draw attention because it taps into universal emotions: jealousy, insecurity, betrayal, and the desire to be chosen. Hope's inability to commit, Liam's weakness, Steffi's vulnerability, and Carter's longing all mirror flaws real people struggle with. The exaggeration may feel ridiculous, but the core is relatable, and that's why fans keep watching even when they roll their eyes. Ivy's return injects a new energy into the old triangle. She hasn't been burned as many times as Hope or Steffi, which makes her pursuit feel fresher, at least temporarily. But unless the writers break the cycle, Ivy will eventually end up in the same place as every woman who tries to love Liam. Frustrated, betrayed, and questioning her sanity. Conclusion: a disaster waiting to happen. The Bold and the Beautiful is gearing up for another round of Liam-Spencer romance chaos, this time fueled by Ivy Forrester's return. Hope's jealousy will flare, Carter will likely be dumped, Steffi will eventually insert herself, and Thomas could complicate things even more. It's a love polygon no one asked for, but everyone will watch, if only to see how far the show can stretch the same story. In the end, the likely outcome is heartbreak for everyone. Carter will move on to someone who deserves him. Ivy may win Liam temporarily, but lose him to Steffi once Finn falters. Hope will realize too late that she lost the one man who truly valued her. And Liam? He'll keep on waffling because that's what Liam does. The cycle never ends. And maybe that's the real point. In Los Angeles, love is temporary, triangles are eternal, and no one is ever truly satisfied. You are welcome to share any video requests in the comments. I will make a video about it. Stay connected with the Glammed Rebel for all the latest updates, spoilers, and deep dive recaps. See you in the next video. Stay safe and healthy. I hope God keeps you safe. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell button for daily updates.